Hey y'all, it's Ordinary Hero here, back with another Sims 4 video. So, I miss social interaction, I'm sure you all do. And so, while I was thinking of builds to make, I thought of a type of place that is very near and dear to my heart, and that is the church. Now, I know it's kind of a weird build to be making, and that, the Sims 4 doesn't have any sort of system for any of this or anything. But I don't care. I wanted to have fun, and also, I love this kind of place. So, anyway, also, there's a ton of pretty stained glass windows. And when I think of stained glass windows, the first place I think of is a church. So, I built a place covered in stained glass windows. And also spent way too long on this build. But anyway, so here, you're going to see a lot of indecisiveness, and me fiddling with windows. The swatch system just makes it so hard to go back and forth between colors. But it's easier than having to do it myself. So yeah. Anyway, I'm building what people think of is traditionally the traditional style of church. All the formal stained glass windows, the white stucco building, that kind of thing. That's not what my church looks like. But again, stained glass windows look great. So why not? But anyway. So I spent actually a good amount of time just trying to design this shell so that it would look good, because that was not easy to do, sadly. You'd think it'd be easier to design a nice looking shell, but no. Anyway, and I spent forever on these windows because, where do I place them? How do I place them so there's a lot of them but not too many of them? It took forever. You're going to see a lot of just me placing windows. Also, a lot of game glitches. The lighting glitches are so weird. Anyway, I made it work. It looks pretty good when all is said and done, but it takes a while to get there. Anyway, church is one of those places that has taken forever to finally open up because it's just, a lot of people sitting together in the same space for a long period of time. So it's prime disease spreading location. So my church has been moving really slowly, trying to make sure we get everything right, which means that we don't get as much social interaction. And while I just spent a week dealing with small cousins and stuff, I still miss social interaction. So, oh well. Also, it took a lot of work to design the front of a church so that it doesn't look like a face. I don't know what it is, but all you do is put two windows and then, another one in the middle, and boom, the place looks like a face. It's weird. Don't like it. And it takes a lot of my time. Anyway, I had to shrink all the roof trims funny because otherwise they would have clipped through thanks to this stupid glitch that when you put fences inside and balconies, it just makes the roof clip through funny. And because I had this roof over the children's area, that's what this whole side portion is. It's an area, I don't know. The goal of this area was to be a space for all the little kids, because at some point there's just you can't take your small child and expect them to sit through about an hour and a half of somebody talking at them. Your teenagers maybe, but not these small kids. So my church has a lot of these kids rooms, but I wanted to recreate them. Although at some point I get really lazy with furnishing the interior because it's so hard to stay motivated furnishing a building this big. I think this is the biggest building I've ever furnished at once. So yeah, it's a lot of firsts for me. My first community lot on the channel, because this is technically slotted as a park, because then it's easier to share and download and all of that. It's my first I don't know. It's the first time it's the first time I've pre-built something and then redone it and recorded it. Because I did build a church on a smaller lot using a lot of the similar techniques. And then went, you know what? I should probably post this to my YouTube channel, but I didn't record this. So anyway, that was great. So here I'm using a bunch of pre-built rooms and then getting rid of some of the furniture and moving around some of the furniture. And I do end up putting windows on the side of the building. It just takes forever. But I didn't feel like looking for all of these children's items, and it was just easier to not look for the children's items and just slot them right in their room. So that's what I did. I just used a bunch of pre-built rooms and then deleted some things and moved some things around. It's still my work. It's just less my work because I didn't want to work. Anyway, that was great. That was a very good job explaining what the heck I just did here. Also, you're going to see me move some rooms around. Let me explain what all these rooms are. The first room here is supposed to be a nursery for kids, up to like 2. When they start walking, then you move them up to the next room. The next couple rooms are rooms for like toddlers, and then like the first grader room, and then this last room over here, which is the only one like I custom made really, is for kids like age, like 3rd grade and up kind of thing, where like the 3rd through 5th graders aren't quite ready to sit through, their own sermon and they need some sort of entertainment. So why not give them their own room? And also, my church has a lot of rooms with, circular tables and then chairs all around them. And so I was like, well, let's do this. So that's what I did. This thing was great. But like these chairs just like felt perfect, but they're so kind of bulky and like I had to move some things around and shove some things in spots in order to get it all to work. But I got it to work eventually. Keyword there's eventually. Anyway, I put like a little like music stand in the corner, because I feel like, one of the teachers in the room, will probably play guitar and they'll sing some worship songs. I don't know. I was having fun with this. Also, I've been having a lot of fun using the furniture from the kids' room stuff pack. Like, holy cow, I was not expecting it to be this good. I just got it on bundle deal because it was, $4 more to get Eco Lifestyle in a bundle deal. And I was like, heck yes. I'm already buying Eco Lifestyle because I'm not patient and I will take $10 off of it. So, I got Realm of Magic and, what was the other pack? And kids' room stuff. And the kids' room stuff furniture is just amazing. Like, I don't know. I don't see enough people talk about any of the old stuff packs, but like, unless they're complaining about luxury party stuff for the millionth time. But like, this pack is just so good and really well thought. Like, there's a lot of cool stuff in there, and I haven't even been able to play with the void critters yet. So I think this pack is amazing. Just saying. And the Realm of Magic stuff really fits in with the whole, like, gilded kind of church vibe that I wanted this place to have. Because at least a lot of the more, like, formal churches I've gone to, like my grandma's church down in Arkansas, it's like they always end up having one of these, I don't know what to call it. They was, like, it just feels, like, full of white and gold. And that was the vibe I wanted for this place. Lots of white, gold, and like stained glass windows. So I did that. I had fun with it. Also, while I was building the Hamilton stage, which I may or may not post on my channel, I recorded it, but oh my gosh, that stage was a nightmare. I figured out that if you use but anyway, while I was doing that, I figured out that the grid is really, like, turning the grid on and off can be really helpful for different things. If you turn the grid on, then you're more likely to place things on the second story than the first story and all of that. So I use that a lot here, because it's really helpful, to go up a floor and then, put all the lights on the correct level and stuff like that. It was just a lifesaver. Well, not really a lifesaver, but definitely a time saver. Okay. I put these stained glass windows on this side because the other side of the church looked really bare and boring. And these stained glass windows, while they are kind of like bare and boring, they're less boring. So I thought that worked. Anyway. Now we're moving on to, I don't know what we're moving on to anymore. I don't know what it is with building these kinds of buildings, but my brain just jumped all over the place. Oh, let's do this building. Oh, let's do this room. Like, I could not keep my focus. Also, I spent like 20 seconds trying to figure out what kind of like couch to use. I ended up going with this get together one because it just kind of gave me Pew vibes. And also, if you put them next to each other just right, like they snap next to each other really nicely, like that. And I was just like, yes, let me use this. I want to use this so badly. So I did. Also, like, halfway through, I was like, I don't like the stair. And then I had to reload this thing because it wasn't working and I was not happy. And I'm going to leave this in because I don't care. It's not that big of a deal. I don't know. I'm tired of editing. Editing is such a pain. But I'm also too broke to like ask anyone to edit for me. So yeah. Anyway, these stairs gave me so many problems later on. Like, because, I tried moving them, but then, like, if I moved them anywhere, it would be like, stairs overlap each other. And I was like, what the heck? What the heck? They worked just fine before, but now they don't. Anyway, so that was annoying. But, I made it through eventually. And then I put this cute, like, eco-lifestyle coffee table there because I wanted to put something back there. And since we don't have like anything like religious looking, I just put some succulents up there. I was like, yeah, that'll work. So I decorate all these bathrooms individually, and then I go through and just later like copy paste the same bathroom. So here, have this like 20 seconds of footage of me sticking toilet paper rolls on bathroom walls. Literally, it took way too long. I don't know why it took so long, but it did. So anyway, yeah. This bathroom is boring. I use the Realm of Magic floors. Realm of Magic is actually such a good pack. Again, why don't I see enough people talking about these packs? They're actually decent, but the only videos I ever see on like Realm of Magic are the people who have totally unbiased opinions and yet think that like all packs are kind of awful, and Lil Simsy ranting about the fact that EA is lazy with their builds. So like, come on. Some of these packs are legitimately worth, half price. Not all of them, but some of them are. Actually, Realm of Magic has given me so much gameplay time. Like, it was way better than I was expecting. What was worse than I was expecting was Eco Lifestyle. Okay. But anyway, this is where we're getting to the worst part of this build. Trying to move these stairs. You're probably going to get like a straight minute of footage of me just trying to move these stairs over and over. And it was just a pain. Stairs are so fiddly in The Sims. And it's irritating. It's very irritating. But I worked with it. And eventually, I got this build to work. Eventually. It took forever. And for whatever reason, like, the stairs didn't want to work. I hate the stairs. I hate stairs in this game. I would have put a ladder there, but, like, the whole point of that, like, upper balcony thing is so that, like, old grandmas can sit up there and actually see the speaker. I don't know why churches have them, except to, add more seating. But, I put it up there because I felt like it. Anyway. I was like, oh, we're actually close to done. And then I realized, nope, I still have, like, at least a good, like, 8 minutes more footage. Because this build took forever. And I had so many finishing details I wanted to add. Anyway, these columns from Realm of Magic looked so good in this spot that I couldn't not put them in. And then I got to work adding like a spandrel on this thing because I wanted a spandrel because they look pretty, and like, where else am I going to get a chance to use a golden spandrel other than like trying to design what Sims Heaven should look like or something? I don't know. Like, come on, it was cool looking. So I did it. I used these curtains, popped a bulletin board in there. I don't know. I wanted to make it look super formal because at least this area feels super formal, and then you get to, the children's area and it's like, hey, kiddos, what you doing today? Like, just totally chill. So anyway, over here we have the coffee bar. My church has this. I think it's genius to have, a handful of different, like, coffee pots and, like a tea station so that, like, you don't fall asleep in church. Because, not that I do, but some people do. It's inevitable. But anyway, I had to turn on the live edit objects to get these book stands because I just felt like they looked like, a stack of pamphlets or something, like who we are and what we do kind of thing, pamphlets, and I wanted those up there because they looked good. Also, I used a painting other than that Seasons painting. Are you proud of me? Like, legitimately. It was actually a struggle to find good paintings. Anyway, so here I am, just sticking couches in this building. It took forever. Actually, no. It took, like, no time at all. all you have to do is hold the shift key and it makes your life easier. I considered sticking things in the middle and then decided that I wanted to be able to do like a center aisle thing instead. So that's what I did. Also, I learned from, I forget who, one of the simmers on YouTube, that you can use Control F to get like diagonal square like floor tiles, and I just thought that was amazing. So yeah, there's your tip for you. Anyway, I wanted to use these lights because they just looked like the kind of lights you'd have hiding off to the side, and that way then you have like them shining all directly on where, you know, the pastor would be speaking. I thought it was cool looking. I had a lot of fun with this area actually. Anyway, and then I popped up the microphone and a guitar, and then I do end up putting a piano in here, but not until I spend forever trying to figure out what should go behind them, only to use a couple different sets of curtains. Funny. Like I'm trying to find the same curtains that I used before. I try using the City Living, or are they the Seasons curtains? I can't remember. I think they're the City Living curtains. And they looked super cute. Like, not cute. They didn't look cute. They just looked like a good background. And then I found the curtain I'd used before, and I was like, yes, let's use this. And also, it looks dark because it thinks that it's downstairs. And that way, it really looks like a projector screen. Because I feel like every church has like a projector screen for the song lyrics, unless they use hymnals. Mine doesn't, but you know, a lot of churches do. Anyway, I put the microphone up, I put a couple instruments out. I wish they had drums in The Sims 4, because I feel like, I don't know, my church has drums, but then again, I guess most probably wouldn't, because they just, I don't know. Anyway, and then I used this little area, like a storage closet, for all these, pieces, all the pieces that are required for it to technically be a park. Because I wanted to, I liked it, and also I wanted it to be a park so that it would be easier to like place and find, because this is not a residential lot. There are no beds, like there's just nothing there. Anyway, I put stained glass windows in the bathroom because I figured it was better than having like actual windows in the bathroom. And then I put these windows, I put 2 of them in every classroom, which meant that I had to move around a bunch of decorations, but you know, it looks pretty good. And these just add some light into the classrooms and make them look less like prisons. So I will take it anytime. Although I did have to get rid of a bunch of cute decorations to do it. I switched those trees out for the wall of posters, which I just thought looked more like, you know, a classroom you'd see for, you know, 5th graders. I imagine like 4th, 5th graders in all these rooms. After looking at the outside, I realized I hadn't made the roof big enough, so I did that. And then I started doing the terrain painting a little bit. I liked this terrain paint for once. Like, I don't know. I did a decent job. And then I was like, wait a minute. I don't want to landscape this whole area. Let's make a parking lot. So I made a parking lot. It looks kind of stupid. It looks really stupid. But it was really easy to just, like, copy all these little pieces together. And then, like, you could just, like, make it exponentially larger. And, I don't know. My parking lot looked good. I had so much fun with this parking lot, man. Because it was so dang easy for once. Like, usually when I'm trying something, it, you know, takes like 12 tries to get it right. And this one was like, 1. So, you know, maybe actually it took more like 2 tries. But anyway, I made sure to like extend it out so there was a way for your car to drive up to. Because, you know, that's kind of important, being able to drive into a parking lot. So I did all that. And then I realized at some point, yep, I fixed fences. You can't put fences up to the edge of your lot. So I fixed that. And then I put some bushes around, but I was too lazy and kind of done with this build at this point. So I just used these, the same, like 2 bushes to landscape the entire area. Because, I don't know, I felt like it didn't need that great of landscaping. What matters is the inside. Actually, what matters about the church most is the people. After all, like, the church is the people. Anyway, and then there was this area, and I was like, I don't know what to do with this. Like, I tried moving things around, and then I realized, oh yeah, I need stairs upstairs so that, like, people can get to it from not walking down the aisle. So I did that. I also fixed that one gap in the parking lot. It was bugging me. Anyway, and then once I did that, I was like, well, I gotta move a bunch of things now. And then I was like, oh, I didn't use this space. And I remembered what I wanted it to be. I wanted part of it to be a kitchen because, I don't know, between like all the like church picnics and barbecues and things that I feel like churches will end up having once, you know, the worldwide situation tones down a little bit, I really wanted to have like a kitchen area, so I've put one of those in. But first we have the like little area where like 3-year-old class and the 5-year-old class, like all the way up to like first grade, come together and sing their worship songs and hear their little stories. And I don't know, it was cute. I was having fun, man. This was honestly one of the more fun one of the more fun rooms in this build. I cannot English today. Anyway, I put a couple fridges in here. I don't know. I just wanted to make this room a functional kitchen. And you can tell that my general theme with this build was if I didn't know what color to make it, it was going to be white. And so that's what I did. Everything in this build is pretty much white. Because, I don't know, it looks good. It fits. No one really cares, do you? So anyway, I put a couple sinks. Basically, I put like 2 of everything that was like super important. Anyway, and now we're on to the random little details that I forgot about. Things like, you're probably going to want a kid's bulletin board. And let's put paintings up in this hallway. I didn't use the Seasons one. I used other ones that looked also good. So, I found other paintings. And then over here, I was like, well, let's put windows in the kids' rooms. Like, I don't want to mess with those things again. So let's just pop these cute little corkboards. And then we are on to the screenshots. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already, as it really does help me out. And with that, folks, I will see you all next Monday. And yes, I put it like a billion screenshots in here. You'll survive.